Hello and welcome. It's a nice sunny day out here. It's probably 70 degrees. It's a little breezy and I figured it's a perfect day to void the warranty on my solar panels. And now you may wonder, why do I want to void the warranty on my solar panels and what am I talking about? I have two of these foldable solar panel blankets from Renogy. I use those as external solar panels when I'm out camping and I need a little more solar power compared to what I have just on the roof. And that could be due to the season or I'm parked under trees, whatever the case may be. So I deploy these two solar panels quite frequently. And well, it's inconvenient. It's not something that is required that I made a change and void the warranty on those. I just want to make my own life more convenient and quicker. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So each of these solar panels comes with the regular MC4 solar connectors. And those connectors are great if you don't have to connect and disconnect them all the time. They suck really, in my opinion at least, when you have to do it frequently. So when I go out camping in the desert as an example, I connect the solar panels in the morning. That's the first step. Then I disconnect them in the afternoon. And these are difficult to pull apart. And that's the part that is not convenient. These might be waterproof and dustproof, but they're not really making my life easier. And I will not use them in the rain, so I don't really care about waterproof. And again, these are also used in residential solar panels. And yeah, for my case, I'm gonna cut them off. I'm gonna do something different. What are we gonna do different? So I made a small extension cord here actually. And what you can see here, those are Anderson connectors. And they're really easy to disconnect and to connect. You cannot mess up the red or the black connection if the Anderson connectors are built correctly. And like in my case, I bought these pre-wired here. The other ones I made my own. And of course, I made sure that the red meets the red when I connect these Anderson connectors. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the cables on the solar panels, connect the Anderson connector or Anderson plug, and then do the same thing on the extension cord so that we can plug the two together. So extension cords. So I have two of these 25-foot extension cords, and on one end they have an SAE connector. You can see that here. I'm not going to change the SAE connector. Those go into the ports that I have on the Ross Monster Baja. But on the other end, there are the MC4 connectors. And yeah, I will cut these off, connect them to the little extension cord that I made to gain probably another 4 feet. This is a 10 gauge wire, or is it 8 gauge wire here? I have to check. It's definitely heavy wire, so you can see the thickness here. Really good quality and very happy with those. But yeah, we're cutting off the MC4 connectors. We're making Anderson connectors ourselves, and then we'll test it all out. And next time I go out in the desert, in the mountains, wherever I need my solar panels, it will be an easy plug and play, so to speak. So let's go inside and cut some cables. So the kitchen countertop needs to do the trick today. I don't have a garage in this house here, and this will just work fine. So I have my crimping tool here. I have 2 additional Anderson connectors. I have a couple of spare ones here as well. Those have the pins here, so that's where the crimping tool comes into play. If you haven't done anything like this, you take the empty shell of the Anderson connector and you shove the crimps with the cable here in the back, and then they click in. So you have to crimp the cable. We have the cable here, so you can see those are really thin wires, so mine are exceptionally thicker. All right, I'm recording this inside the house. I don't have a garage anymore, and I have a large kitchen countertop here, so you can see, while it looks messy, this is not really much. This will do the trick to work here. So I have some pre-wired Anderson connectors from a previous project. So I have 2 of those. I will use those for one of the solar panels. I will just cut off the rear ends, use terminal connectors and heat shrink to turn those into the proper wired connections for the solar panels. I have the first one here. We'll cut these off. We'll attach the Anderson connectors, and then we'll work on the second panel. So everything here, and I would say it's time to go. So we'll start here. We cut off the ring terminal ends here. And we're gonna use our normal wire stripper here. We got the first 2 wires off. So we're gonna strip those. I love these type of tools, make my life so much easier. Here is the connection for the first one. And now the big moment, we're gonna cut off the 2 MC4 connectors here. Those can go in the trash. I don't need those anymore. We'll strip the wires from these here. Okay. So that means we have 2 connections here. This adds roughly a foot to the length of the overall cable, so that's good, but we need to make sure that these are connected properly and have enough strength so that when I pull on the cable, they're not coming apart. So that will all be taken care of. But let me get everything else lined up here. So I'm using these solder seal terminal connectors, but I put an extra heat shrink tube around it so that it's really safe. And then I use proper tape to really make it a secure connection. So let's just see what the thickness is that we need. I think this may work. I don't care that it's red. Yep, this one will do the trick. I'll just put this one there. And we're working on the black one first, so black to black. We don't really have to worry about anything. We'll just push these in. And now I have to get the heat gun, which I probably should have gotten before. So here's the trusty heat gun. I think 25 bucks from Amazon. Heat gun is a girl. Let's see if this melted properly. Now we'll move this over. And I hope this all comes over on the camera. If not, you get the idea. Heat gun, tube shrink. Nice and tight, nice and hot. I have the trusty automotive tape that I use for these type of connections. Again, this will not be in the rain. I don't need any electrical tape around it since these are connected already and with a heat shrink around it. So that is all nice and tight. And we'll just wrap it nicely. And I think this will do the trick. First connection made. This seems to be stable. So very good. Now we're going to do the same thing on the red wires. That should do the trick on this one. And we're going to do the same thing. I wish I would have this in red so I could color it, but not a big deal. We'll just start out here a little earlier right away. Cable is still hot. So I'm going to tie these together here as well so that it's definitely not coming apart. So for the experts out there, I know I will get comments that the Anderson connectors are not very dust-proof or waterproof. And you're right, if you look in from here, you can probably see some daylight in there. And that is correct. So the backside here is not really, dust-proof, waterproof in any way. So what we're gonna do, for one, you can see the plus sign on here. So the red connector is on plus. When we connect this to our next cable here, again, if I look at the plus sign, it's here on this side, and I'll do like this, it only goes one way together. It cannot go the other way at all. It will just not fit. So there's no problem for me to ever make a mistake as long as I stick to the red and black minus and plus wiring. But what I'm going to do now, we're going to use the same black automotive tape here and seal off this area a little bit. And that way, if it's out in the dust, in the dirt, it will not pull dirt and dust in here and eventually mess with the connectors. So, all taped up. There's definitely no dust coming in there. So that is all good and ready to go. First solar panel is done. So we're making our own Anderson connector connections. So I have two of those crimps here. There's my Anderson plug. I stripped the wires already. So what we're going to do is simply just shove the crimp onto the wire. Let me just twist that, making sure everything looks okay. Twist it on here, and ideally you're as close to the insulation as in this case. Maybe just a tiny little bit more, but this will be fine for in this case. Now, I don't have a hydraulic or automated crimping tool, just the old hand crimp here. So what we're going to do is we'll just shove this in. And I do it on the cutting board here. This thing is not going anywhere. So very good. Now we do the same thing on the other side. This one again is very close to the insulation. That's how you want it. Put this puppy in here. Lots of good pressure all the way down. We can let go. You can see the imprint on the crimp here. This is not going anywhere. Now, the key is to plug this into the correct end. So you always want to hear on the right click. When you look inside, I don't know if the camera catches this, so if you look inside, the little thingies are in there a specific way. That's what creates the connection. So you just want to do it the same way. I think it only works one way. It will only click if you do it in there correctly. So red is plus. Plus is on the left side here. And we'll just feed this in. We need to turn this around. There's still plus. And there we go. That's where the click was. I hope the camera caught this. Now it is in correctly. And now let's try the same thing again for you here on the minus side. So there was the click. And now these connections are not going anywhere. So if you look inside this one here, you can see that the metal pieces are highly visible. And that's really what you want, so that when these connections come together, plus and plus, that's minus and minus, that's not work. So there's the click. Red cable is on the plus, red cable is on the plus, so the connection is good. And we're done here. So it is the next day. It is hot again, it's sunny as you can tell. And I actually had to turn on the air conditioning inside the Baja. Not because I want to control temperatures, but because I need to just drain the battery a little bit so that I can properly see how much the solar panels will be producing when we're connecting them. And that is now the task today. Let me flip the camera around. Shelby is already in supervisor position. There she is. And I have the two solar panels here, the extension cord for one, the other one is actually inside the bag. So we're testing one by one. And then we're testing them together and just see what the Victron app shows for the solar production. So let me hook up the first panel and then we'll take a look at the Victron app. So we are at 97% on the battery monitor. I was just inside running the hot water kettle, and you might hear the air conditioning running. So now we're going on to the MPPT2 controller. As you can see here, we're at 200, roughly 200. It's going up and down. It's not peak time yet. The panel is not optimized. So we're getting about 200, almost 300 watts going into the battery. I'm also not sure, because we're almost at 100%, if that has to do with the connection. But so this solar panel is working. That one cable is working. We'll test out the second solar panel with the same cable, and then we'll swap the cables and check. Now I'm plugging this connection in. And now we're going to take a look at the app. All right, it looks like the Anderson connector did the trick. It's building up. We're close to 300 now. Panel, of course, is not optimized. And just like earlier, it took a little bit for the connection to become stable. But it looks like we are in business. So very good. With that, I would say we have this project completed. So there you have it. Fun little project. Overall, I'm happy with the outcome. So the Anderson connectors work. That will make my life much easier. And from that perspective, yeah, convenience project, vanity project from that perspective. And that should be it for today. So I hope you like this type of video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so as well. And then I would say I see you next time in my next video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.